Hello everyone, Shavua Tov. This Spectator Minyaner dedicated to the memory of Lucy, Maya, and Rina D. Kulam Zichronam Livracha. When we daven, you see in the Siddur that at the beginning of the Amidah there's a pasuk, Hashem Svatai Tiftach, etc. And at the end of the Amidah there's a pasuk, Yihiyu L'Ratzon, etc. And there seems to be two legitimate customs regarding these psukim, and yet one that I don't really find any sort of legitimacy for, and yet is so commonly done. The first is to say Hashem Svatai Tiftach out loud and Yihiyu L'Ratzon. They're both part of the Amidah, so they're part of the Chazarat HaShatz as well. So if you're the Chazan, then you say both of them, indeed, when you repeat the Amidah. That's what I do, and ultimately it makes perfect sense. The second custom is to say Hashem Svatai Tiftach out loud, but not Yihiyu L'Ratzon. The reason for that is because that's what the Ramah says, and the Be'er Heitev explains, because the Chazan will ultimately say the words Titkabel Tzeloton, accept our prayers, which is very similar to Yihiyu L'Ratzon, may our prayers be at a favorable time before you. So therefore, since the Chazan is going to say Titkabel in a few moments, he doesn't need to say Yihiyu L'Ratzon at that moment. That makes sense. That's the Ramah. The Shla disagrees, and as I said, my personal custom is indeed to say it. However, there seems to be a third custom, which I admit I don't think makes any sense whatsoever. And that is that the Chazan says it quietly. That makes no sense at all. If it's part of the Amidah, and our sages enacted that we say the entire Amidah again, word for word, letter for letter, then you don't say it quietly. You say it out loud. If you're saying it quietly, you're not fulfilling the enactment. The enactment was to say the words and everyone should hear. Not only should everyone hear, everyone should listen and eventually answer Amen when they're supposed to. And therefore saying it quietly, in my opinion, has no legitimacy in halacha. I have not yet found a source for it, and I'd love to hear if anyone does. So either you say Yihiyu L'Ratzon out loud, or you don't say it at all. But to say it quietly doesn't fulfill any opinion. And therefore, to sum up, I personally advise to say Hashem Svatai Tiftach out loud, as well as Yihiyu L'Ratzon. If you don't say Yihiyu L'Ratzon at all, makes sense. If you say it quietly, it doesn't make sense. Finally, Kishem Hashem Ekra, which many add from Musaf and Mincha, that's really up to you. That's custom. You could say it, you don't say it, you say it quietly. That, of course, is really up to the Chazan. That's a fielder's choice. Wishing everyone a wonderful day.